Forgot my button placement. Cool. Hey, welcome back to NATO Plays. I made a lot of lofty promises. And
I think you made precisely one promise, actually, Max.
Yeah. Well, you're not getting that one.
You're not gonna show Salmon how to sell stocks or whatever it was.
Yeah. I'm going to.
Damn, I was looking forward to it. You know, I'm not even, despite all the stock market projects I had to do as a kid.
What is this shit?
He is the ultimate duelist, and Duelist Kingdom.
Yeah, there we go. Great Yu-Gi-Oh reference. You know, it's funny. I was just looking at image. I was looking for whatever reason, like when it's late at night and I can't sleep, I just get it in my head. I'm gonna look at random Wikipedias for things I used to enjoy. So I found myself looking at Yu-Gi-Oh wiki, and I was just thinking like, God damn it. I was like looking at it. I was like, God, this series is so fucking retarded.
Well, yeah, there's like multiple arcs and like.
It's like he's a pharaoh, but he's also him, and like the pharaoh takes over his body, and then like.
Well, okay, so. I mean, technically the pharaoh resides in the Millennium
Crystal
Cube or puzzle or whatever the fuck. And it's not him, but like basically like they have like the same like lineage or whatever, so like there's a parallel there. It's weird and stupid, and yeah, you're totally right. And wow, we were just talking about like stealing other things from other Nintendo properties. This is totally the fucking Sun and Moon from fucking Mario. Can't even remember their names right now.
This is Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. Damn it, I'm getting killed. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sometimes I press those buttons in agitation and it causes a thing to happen. So yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, alright, let's do this.
You got it this time.
Yeah, I got this. These guys are dead. You hear me? You're dead! You're dead, President Lincoln! You're dead!
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's been dead for a while, Max. I think you're a little late on that.
Yeah. When did that happen?
Definitely not, over 150 years ago. Actually, I think it is actually about, like, exactly 150 years. Let me look that up. Because I think it was, like, literally 1867. And we're in 2017 right now.
Yeah, they're dead.
Lincoln assassination.
Damn.
Oh, no, 1865. Duh.
1865? Okay. So it was a couple 2 years ago.
We missed the 150-year anniversary of Lincoln's assassination.
Lincoln's assassination?
Which is probably something that shouldn't be celebrated anyways.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think they're trying to, like, bring that one up.
Hey, man. People celebrate all sorts of things. My dad, for the longest time, wanted to celebrate Richard Nixon's resignation day. Oh, but, that hasn't really gathered any steam.
How liberal of him. I don't know, would you consider him a liberal?
My dad or Nixon?
No, definitely not Nixon.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I would. See, it's tough because, like, liberal is now, like, one of those, like, button things that, like, it has so many other connotations than, like, whatever connotation you're meaning at that point. It's something that almost gets, like, used in, like, derogatory terms these days.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, anti, like, whatever.
So much for the tolerant left.
Like, anti-whatever, like, agenda that, like, you're pushing or you're standing up for. So, I mean, yes, I would describe my dad as that, but I don't... Yeah. There's going to be connotations there that I don't necessarily mean. Yeah. That's all I'm getting at.
No, I feel that one, definitely.
And I mean, I would probably describe myself as some sort of liberal too, but like, there's, again, like that gets used as a blanket, and then there's other connotations for that, and like definitely I don't stand up for or agree with everything that's in like a generic like quote unquote liberal platform.
Yeah, I feel that one. Yeah, I'm pretty there. I have some conservative views, but I'm pretty liberal in terms of like, you know, letting people just live their lives the way they want.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's the other thing too. Like, there's so much like hypocrisy. Like when you talk about, you know, Republicans being like the conservative party and like also supposed to be like the Christian party or whatever the hell.
Yeah, now it's just kind of the party that wants to be in charge.
And like Christianity has like so many connotations of like charity and like love thy neighbor and all these other things. And like you look at like so many like Republican.
Oh shit. That's fucking great. Jesus.
Hey man, it worked.
I want to see that again.
Yeah. Sleep with the fishes.
Okay, one more time. Zoom in on his face this time.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Alright, that's good. That was morbid.
Well, I mean, you know, it's one of those things that's refreshing to me whenever I see something like that from my friends. I'm like, good. I'm not the only horrible monster. Like, you know, it's definitely like shades of, you know, Emperor Palpatine.
I gotta say, you really love your Emperor Palpatine reference.
I do. I mean, you know, he's a hero to me, as he should be to all Americans. I'm sorry, I don't know if you expected me to be going somewhere with that. I was not.
It's fine.
Oh. God, and sparks like... Okay. Except for you just getting Crash.
Yeah,
nuking the shit out of him.
Yeah, you didn't kill him.
Nope. Someone's saying that you should have stuck with Spark, but you know, that worked too.
Yeah, no, it didn't happen.
It is just so much fun to set the world on fire though, Max. I get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
I just want to start a flame. I'm sorry. I don't even like Fallout anymore.
Did Fallout 4 ruin it for
Fallout
you?
4 was kind of a buzzkill, man.
Yeah,
it really
for
was. Sure. It like...
Well, it's funny too, because like we were talking about that seasons thing and like the seasons being brought to the next fucking Zelda game, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And like the, you know, that kind of being like the new like route that everybody's going, all the like AAA gaming companies with the season passes. And like I fucking hate that. Like, I don't mind paying for extra content, but like, I mean, again,
it feels shifty to me.
There's the blurred line of, okay, what is extra and what is things that like you could have put in the game originally, but like you're holding out for more money.
Yeah.
Like,
and plus it's like, oh hey, we want you to buy all this DLC that you have no idea if it's any good.
Right. And like, yeah, of course, there's always going to be people who are like true fans of whatever property and do it, but like, I don't know. We're at an awkward era in gaming where there's like the like sense of entitlement from like gamers, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I also think that like games are art and they're a form of media and entertainment and they should be enjoyed. And there's also the responsibility of the people making and producing the games to be producing quality content.
Yeah.
So it's the battle of entitlement versus, you know, an audience that actually wants and is demanding a quality product, and like, where do you stand on that? You know?
Yeah, I feel that one definitely. You know, it's interesting. I played through The Witcher, and it's DLC. We got a steal on it. We got the complete game, and then we got the 2 DLCs for $30.
Nice.
Which is a really good steal, and if you ever get a chance to do that and you're into that sort of thing, I would definitely recommend it. Because let me tell you something, though, those DLCs have killed me for other kinds of content, because
they're basically full games.
Yeah, no. Blood and Wine, which was the second one, was a brand new world and like a brand new story. And basically, yeah, it was like playing The Witcher 4. It was really crazy how much content I got for my $1.
Well, and like the original like Witcher 3, like people looked at the like manuscript for like all the dialogue and everything that was like written in the game, and it's like fucking like thousands of pages.
Yeah, it's like something like
pages.
9,000 lines of dialogue.
It's ridiculous. Like,
whoa, I'm dead.
Well, those who live by the ball die by the ball.
But yeah, no, it's.
And on Valentine's Day, that's pretty accurate.
Crap. But yeah, it was crazy how much content, like I got like literally Like, it took me 2 weeks to get through the DLC content. And that's when they sold it originally, I believe the first one was like $10, and that was excellent. That had like almost had a better story than I think the main game. At the very least, it was a little more self-contained. But like but Blood and Wine was like, you know, you got another great story, and then you got like tons of fucking content. It's just like, Jesus Christ, guys, like.
Well, I also think it's probably, like, the nature of the company, because, like, they were essentially, like, an indie company not that long ago. Like, I remember, like, people... I don't remember if it was, like, E3 or another, like, PAX or something, but, like, they were looking at, like, you know, like, CD Projekt Red's, like, booth, like, a couple of years ago.
Oh, it was like...
And it was, like, one fucking seat and, like, a couple of pamphlets. Like, there wasn't, like, much going on
I saw that picture recently. It was, like, yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was, like, it was really, really simplistic, and that was like, I think, 2004.
And like, you know, now they're like thought of as like a juggernaut essentially.
No, dude, they're crazy, man.
Like,
I mean, they do.
They like swept like Game of the Year for like everything that they could get when like The Witcher was coming out. That was last year? That was last year, right?
Yeah. That honestly, on playing that through that, I've played through that twice now. It puts anything Bethesda's ever done to shame for me. Like, it really does. Like, I don't get nearly the amount of satisfaction that I would in those games that I did like The Witcher.
So, do you think that's the other thing going on there? Because you mentioned like not liking Fallout as much. Do you think it's the disappointment of 4, or do you think it's?
I think it's There's a lot of inherent disappointment in 4 because. I mean, I feel like 4 was a much better game when it was New Vegas. No, seriously, New Vegas is...
No, I know that's hands down your favorite in the series.
Easily. But it's like 4 had a lot of those same ideas, but made them worse. So it was just like, it's weird to me to see like these concepts that were done in an earlier game done worse by like the main people. It was really weird to me. And I definitely didn't like it.
I've as somebody who's played MMOs and played through multiple X-Packs and multiple iterations of a game, I've seen that a lot, Max.
Yeah, well, so it's definitely not
it's not new territory. Like, it sucks when you see it, but like you're just like, okay, this is the way it is now. Great. I'm so excited.
I just can't hide it. What was Diablo 3's X-Packs?
Diablo 3 has only had one X-Pack.
I thought it had 2.
No, it's only had one. It's only had Reaper of Souls.
Oh, didn't they have like one that was like, oh, remake of Diablo 2?
That wasn't really an X-Pack. That was an event. Okay, so that's... let me get out my soapbox for a minute. So,
opened up a can of worms, it seems.
Diablo recently had major anniversary. It had 20-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And Diablo 3 is at the point where it's gotten a little stale. Like, I still enjoy the game. There's a lot of people out there who still enjoy the game. But, like, there's not a whole hell of a lot in terms of, like, new content and new stuff going on.
Okay.
So the community thought that it was going to be a lot going on for, you know, it was Blizzard's, like, 25th anniversary or something like that. And it was, like, Diablo's 20th. And, like, they're like, you know, these things are stacking up. There's going to be major Diablo news. And then BlizzCon was, like, literally one of the worst BlizzCons I've ever fucking seen. Like, the Sombra thing was probably the biggest BlizzCon announcement. And for, like, a major...
Oh, and everybody was tired of that by now.
Yeah, and for, like, a major, like, anniversary for Blizzard, for, like, a major anniversary for one of their biggest properties, Diablo, like, it really fell flat in a lot of ways. And people were expecting a lot of things to come from that. Like, they were expecting another Diablo 3 expansion. They were expecting another Diablo title. They were expecting potentially a remake of, like, an HD remake of Diablo 2. None of that happened. What they got was a short-term, like, yearly event thing.
It wasn't even like it wasn't even a permanent thing?
No. It's like, I think it's like every January it's going to happen now. And it's a reskin of Diablo 1 within Diablo 3. But it's not even really Diablo 1 because it's running on Diablo 3's engine with Diablo 3's class system. So, like, yeah, there's some nostalgia factor there, but at the same time, it's not even, like, really... It's frustrating.
Yeah, so it's really just... It's not at all what you were expecting.
They announced, like, finally adding some of the classes from Diablo 2 to Diablo 3. But like they had a whole like announcement thing for it, and then it's like, oh, it's coming like summer 2017, and like BlizzCon was like the end of last year, and it's like, all right, cool. So you didn't really have anything for us when like the community was expecting something massive, which is not necessarily their fault. I feel like they probably could have done something to curb that, but they didn't.
And now we're where we're at.
We're at where we're at.
Jesus. Well, next time on NATO Games, or NATO Plays.
Whatever it is now.
Yeah.
Evidently, it's Mike's 15-minute power hour or
yeah,
whatever the fuck.
Which makes no sense. Anyway, next time on NATO Plays, Etienne will cage fight a bear with his bare hands.
Excellent. I don't know how we're going to do that in a video game, but I'm sure if there's a way...
He's going to do it. He's going to do it. That's
either that or, Max will be held responsible for me not fulfilling this promise that he made on my behalf.
Yeah. All right. Well, see you then. Peace.